Hey guys, I tried a new puzzle brand this week. I got the Batman timeline from Aquarius. And you know what? I was wrong about this brand. I thought it was like a super cheap, low quality. I don't know why. Maybe I mixed up with another brand or I saw a bad review somewhere. Let's talk about the image and the puzzle I chose. It's the Batman timeline from the Timeline series. They have a bunch of timeline puzzle. So basically what they are is representing different eras of, in this one it's a DC Comics character, but they have more. They have some, I saw Spider-Man from Marvel, I saw Wonder Woman, I think I saw Captain America also, and not just superheroes, because they have a Elvis one I saw also online. It's again like multiple small puzzles in a large 1000 pieces puzzle. I chose this one because I thought it would be more fun. You know, I tried new brands. I want to choose fun images when I think it's gonna be a fun puzzle to do. And this one, that's the reason, because the Spider-Man seemed to be a lot of red, and the Captain America and the Guardians of the Galaxy also. I prefer the Guardians of the Galaxy movies to Batman, but I thought this puzzle was just really cool. So you could see like the brown part, and then it's a lot of gray, of course, coming back in each part, but different yellow backgrounds. Then you got this purple background there, and again yellow and pink. So I thought it's gonna be a bit challenging because all the gray, but it's different grays, lighter and darker, and you got this green character there with some orange. So yeah, I just thought it would be fun to sort and fun to assemble, and I was right. I did have a lot of fun. Now let's talk about the quality to start, because it's really good. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be a cheap, I don't know why, but it's actually a really cool, like glossy but not too much, high quality finish. They really look like high quality, maybe a bit thinner. Like they look like tin pieces, but they are solid. They are stiff, I guess. Strong stuff, nice finish. Like really nothing wrong to say about the quality itself. The cutting pattern, I think, is the most positive thing I have to say. It is not your standard left to right and top to bottom. It's a lot of diagonal stuff, and not just four ins and out like standard pieces. They also have a lot of weird shapes, not super weird, but like triangles and stuff. But there was that one piece when I was sorting and I found that piece, I thought maybe it was a mistake, but it was like the Saturn, the planet Saturn shape, and I put it on the side and I was really intrigued. I'm like, I cannot wait to see where this piece is going to go. And there's also some pieces, I had to take some pictures a few times when I was doing the puzzle, like pieces that would just go without clipping or anything until you have the other pieces to clip, you know? It was new to me because I'm still new to the world of puzzling. I would admit that I haven't done like hundreds of puzzles yet, and I haven't been puzzling for years. So because of that, that was more fun. And I don't know if you guys did hundreds of puzzles, maybe you won't be impressed, but I had a lot of fun with that one and I wanted to share. So cutting patterns, not just standard stuff, a bit of everything, I would say, and the design of the puzzle. So I did get my sorting trays for that one. So I got these trays I got on Amazon months ago, but I don't use them all the time. But there was a few reasons I decided to go for trays this time, because one, I wanted to sort. I knew I wanted to do some sorting at the start. I try a mix of different strategies lately, and this time I wanted to sort by colors, and I had a plan. But also I thought probably the puzzle was gonna be on the table for a while, so I like to, like, you know, like you can stack them and just put them on the side, so it's really practical, convenient. So I took my sorting trays and I started sorting, maybe 40 minutes of sorting. I really wanted to go just like the image, like one tray for the brown stuff, one tray for the yellows, one tray for the pink, purple, and one tray for the green, and one tray for the edges, And when I started sorting, then I realized I might as well put the orange with the green because they're gonna go together, and there's really not much. But I had a theory for any time I would have white. If it's not pink or yellow, I would put all the whites on the side, because my plan was to start assembling maybe the green first, then the pink, and then the yellow. But then the plan was, once I'm done with all the yellow and the pink and stuff, I would do probably the white. So you got the years, you got like the separations, and then some belts here and there. So there's not a lot of white. So I really thought this is a great image and this is gonna be fun. I even put like the girl there on the side, because you can really see when you get a piece if it's gonna be part of the hair or the shirt. It's gonna be pretty obvious. But then there's a lot of black and gray, so I would kind of separate them. It was not too easy, not too hard. Again, I think it was a great design, great design, and a fun idea. Now for the pieces clipping together, I thought this one was more solid. I felt way more confident. I did the pickup challenge again for the second time ever. The first one I did was the cloudberries, and I said that time it was really borderline. It could have just fell apart. This one, I did not really hesitate. I knew it was gonna probably stick together. So it was a W, and it was pretty easy. Like I said, I was confident. I kind of knew it was gonna be a win. I spent about 7 hours on that puzzle, which is not the fastest 1000 pieces, but not the longest. Like compared to my Game of Thrones, it could be very long sometimes if you have a really challenging. So that one, it was, I think 6 to 8 hours is pretty cool for 1000 pieces. Doesn't stay on the table for months and it's not frustrating. I was never frustrated with that puzzle. I started with the first session about 2 hours. I did start with the edges, and yeah, I did go with the colors. I put the brown edges, the pink edges, the yellow stuff, and then I had a bunch of gray, dark, black and stuff. So yeah, I assembled the frame, and then I started with the green and orange. I had a pile for that. So the green character and the orange, I don't know how it's called, the vest I guess, and a little bit of a blue under the vest. So yeah, that was pretty fun and easy. Now after that, I had another pile with the girl. I had everything that was the skin tone, because also there's not a lot of skin tone. There's the villain face, there's a couple Batman faces, and then there was the girl, and like I said, the orange hair and the really light pink. So that was super easy to find these pieces, and I didn't really miss one. Then I went with the dark pink or purple, and there was a little bit of blue mixed with that, but really every piece that had dark pink, they were all in the same pile. So without really going for it, I had pretty much the outline for the Batman face, and then I went for the white. So the white, you know, the white is, like I said, the years, some parts of the separations and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not that easy. I had the belts here and there and some part of the white background on the top left. And then I went for the yellow. I was not finished with the whites. I did a bit of white, but then I went for the yellow. And the yellow is really two different tones of yellow. It was really easy to see where they were going, because the left part is really darker and the middle part is a bit lighter, but then you have the bats on top to help. So I guess it was pretty easy and pretty quick, and compared to the gray stuff. There was the belt also, the yellow belt. Not super hard to find the pieces because they have these like black lines on them, but not super easy to assemble, but not the hardest. So yeah, after that, I guess I had to go with the brown. They were in a separate pile when I was doing the black and gray. I thought this brown was different from the rest, so I did put on a separate pile, and I worked on it for about an hour or so, and then I decided to start finishing some light gray. So I did it in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different sessions over 4 days. Now we're here, now we're there. 2 hours my first session, an hour and a half sometime. And then the last 2 days, I went for the dark. You know, there's like some blue lines on the black. This is like the middle part with the yellow background. So Batman has this dark black cape, but it's got a bunch of blue lines on it. So I decided to put all the pieces that had blue like in a separate pile. So I started trying to assemble these blue lines. I couldn't do the whole cape, and some of the pieces were left on the side because I was not 100% sure, but I was able to assemble the cape. And then the last day I decided to go for the really light gray. And then you had these prints. So there are some buildings in like the gray part. I think it's the hardest, is the one I kept for last. Like they have some buildings printed in like a belt, which is beige or something. So you got different shades of gray and blue. So I kept that part for last. And after that, it was just black. Because you have some blacks on every single piece. You have some blacks. You can see the parts remaining on every part of the puzzle. So I finished with the all black pieces. Like usually I try to not be all positive and try to find maybe one negative. And on that puzzle, I just don't know. I don't think I can find a negative thing to say about this. There was no missing piece. There was no zero misfit. Like every piece would, if it doesn't go there, you know. I didn't make any mistake at all in the whole puzzle. So I don't know. I cannot find something negative on that one. I cannot think of anything. Recommended. Would like to do more in the future. But again, like I said, so many brands to try. I want to try other brands. But thumbs up, Aquarius timeline puzzles. Alright. So guys, stick around if you're interested in what's next. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.